The last hour trying to cut a 25-minute and 30 some second or 40 some second audio down under 25 minutes because it wouldn't load it on my YouTube. I recorded 25 minutes of audio, and because I couldn't cut it down on my phone, I couldn't load it, so I deleted it, the entire 25 minutes and 40 some seconds. As I said on it, I'll try and remember everything I said before. I was in Oelwein from about 6:30 to 8:30 shooting baskets. Before that, I got to Oelwein about 6, I think, and went to Dollar Tree and got some drinks, some sports drinks, and then went and shot baskets for 2 hours by myself. While I was shooting baskets east of Lake Oelwein in Oelwein, Iowa, today, July 24th, 2024, a white minivan drove by. A white female, skinny, was in there with two small black kids. One of the black kids, I swear, as they drove by, he had big fuzzy hair. I think it was a he. And he said, "Yeah, that's the expletive." And he was like 7, 8 years old, I'm guessing. Don't know who they were, any of them. But what the frauds or what the liars will do, and the system seems that is doing this since 2017, is to frame me, is to take these liars, whoever has made false accusations, and then come and identify me somewhere. Like when I went and got some stuff from Wapsie Valley High School. One of the students there came and identified me. I don't know who the fuck it was. I still don't. If it was my neighbor, he's making up shit as he got in a fight with his father. I think part of it because of that, and one of them pulled a knife on me. I don't know which one pulled the knife, but stuff like this happens. Like I went to court for whatever some of the stuff was false, some of it was not serious at all. Went to court for the last few years. There's only one thing I got that I had to admit to, and that was disorderly conduct. Not drunk and disorderly, not drugged and disorderly, just yelling at some people that were stalking me with their little kids for 3 months in a row, bringing them into the gas stations and just intentionally bringing their little kids in there. 3 months in a row I had to deal with that before I finally yelled at somebody, and then they arrested me for disorderly conduct. Came and cut my door open with a knife, the Fayette County Sheriff did, and arrested me because I yelled at some people. So getting back on track, I was in Oelwein shooting baskets, 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. tonight, July 24th, 2024, and that woman drove by, and I believe they're like falsely identifying me. You know, whether it's a kid or an adult, both of them lie sometimes, and they do it because of my situation the last 10 years and how I've been portrayed and misportrayed and staged lies and theft in my life. If I would have gotten the credit for my theory of the universe 2015, 2016, none of this would ever happen. It's because of the criminal that called herself a teacher back then that I'm in this situation in the first place. I still don't know who she is. But then it's all the criminals all along the way have kept me in this position, including the ones that break in, steal the meteorites out of my possession that are my parents. I get 50% of them. The value when they're sold or stolen, I should still get the 50% of the actual value of them. It's continued until now. So since 2013, 2014, when they were breaking into my home, stealing my invention ideas on yellow legal pads, and all the way through my theory of the universe, my earth science theories, the crater theories of the Gulf of Mexico and Hudson Bay, all that stuff. I know someone else is trying to take credit for it all. It is all mine, including every single poem I posted on any of my social media accounts ever, including x.com/WADES2ND. I've posted a ton of them on that, and x.com/Wade. Yes. Posted a ton of stuff on that, on both of those. I continue to post as I have since 2017. And before that, I was posting poems and ideas on Facebook from 2014 to 2016. Before that, before 2014, I had almost no social media presence because people weren't breaking into my home. That's why I started turning to social media to get the truth out about my life. And that's what I've done ever since 2013. Post the truth about my life. All of it. It is not made up. It is not fictional. It is not for someone else's benefit. It is me posting about my own life. There is no one else involved. All of those people claiming connects to me in the last 5+ years, other than my parents, are staging lies, either in my home, breaking in when I'm gone, or sleeping while they steal my precious or valuable stones and meteorites, raw stones out of the field that I gathered, or staging lies or whatever they're doing in there when I'm asleep, because they've gotten a lot of valuables out of my home while I was asleep in my home. That continues all the way through from 2013 to now. Those are criminal cowards that thieve. Every thief is a coward, and everybody's always known that. From the beginning of time, everybody knows that a thief is a coward at heart, and they all are. They act like they're clever, but if everybody was operating on the criminal aspect, then everybody could be clever. They're not clever, they're just criminals. I'm coming up with new theories of the universe that nobody's ever come up with before, and it takes a lot of work to get to the point to be able to do that. A lot of thinking throughout my life, a lot of struggle, a lot of time involved in thinking and going through things and critically thinking. That's work. You don't invent anything without work. You don't invent a car, a house, any kind of gadget, a phone, whatever it is. Anything other than nature that we have is invented by a person that took time to think things through, to critically think, went through the work to do those things, and that is work. It is not, work isn't only physical things. If it was, we wouldn't have anything. We would have possibly farming from adapting it from nature. That's what we would have. And then those people would be respected for just planting things, I guess. And they should be. Farmers should be respected unless they're criminal fraud stealing other people's things they've worked hard for, as myself. Everybody that's honest and decent and truthful should be respected. It's not always the case, but without that, you have a bunch of thieves that don't produce anything, and very quickly everything turns to shit when you have that kind of leadership. When you have the leadership of thieves, everything turns to shit. And all you got to do is watch the movie The Lion King. And that's not where I got the knowledge from, but it's a good example of that, because the hyenas take over and everything turns to shit after the hyenas take over. The dipshit quipping people are the equivalent to the hyenas in that movie. The people that tell stupid jokes based on stage lies, or just stupid jokes denigrating people in general that did nothing to them. That's a dipshit quipping idiot. Parallel that to the hyenas in the Lion King movie, which I watched in 2000 or 1994, 93, 94, because my girlfriend then had kids that were always watching the Disney movies, and they were on all the time. And I know all parents can relate to that. And some of those movies are good. The Lion King was a good movie. There's nothing wrong with something being a cartoon if it's got a good message, and that had a good message. It just, it's kind of the truth about what's going on right now as far as hyenas and making them an equivalent to these jackass dipshit quippers, whatever stage of life these people are in, whether they wear suits or whatever. That's what they are. So I got home, I don't know, after dark. Well, I went gotten food after I was shooting baskets at 8:30. I left the courts around that time, 8:30 p.m. East of Oelwein, Lake Oelwein. Went and got some food, got some cottage cheese at Quick Star, and it was weird. They had only one cashier, and I know he's gay. or I'm pretty sure he is. He's kind of a pudgy, short, white guy, and it's been indicated I had some connection to him before. I've never had any connection to any cashier since 2001. 2001 was the last time I had any kind of romantic interest connection to any cashier, and it would never be a male. Why do I have to repeat myself? Why do I have to repeat myself? I've said it how many hundreds of times now. I am not gay. I have never been attracted to a male. I never will be. Whatever staged lies they keep staging in my home, breaking into my home while I'm gone, or what? If he is, I really hope he doesn't live. I hope none of these people live. If they're staging that kind of lie, they have no soul. They have no heart and soul. They're fake to the core. Staging these kind of lies to torture someone, psychologically torturing someone is in public, making them look like a different sexuality or sexual orientation than they are. That is the highest order of highest order of social psychological torture you could go through. This is again for youtube.com/@symbol IAMWADEHEINEMAN only. I'm west of the acreage here, as I have been since I got home after 10 p.m. tonight. Came from Independence, got food down there, and then I went through Dollar General Fairbank, and just got home after 10 p.m. Been out here since. And again, tried to load a 25-minute audio. It wouldn't load, so I tried to split it. Took an hour doing that, and it wouldn't work, so I'm re-recording it now. 10.7-inch hands, green eyes, not blue. 52 years old, born 11/4/71, 6'1", not shorter, not taller. Never been in the military, never been married, no sexual contact in 6+ years. It is July 24th, 2024, 11:52 p.m. I'm in my red Prius, half mile north of Fairbank, Iowa, on V68, alone as always. I was shooting baskets alone. A heavier set couple that were truckers came and asked me a few questions about my YouTube channel. Before I left today, Fayette County Sheriff's deputy came over, and he had a discussion for a half hour or so about everything. He was involved in taking me to the hospital when there was a false accusation I was hearing voices in 2019 by the Oelwein librarian, because she didn't want me to go to an appeals board meeting the next day. That's the whole reason for that. And then it was indicated something about a bus and a crosswalk while I was detained in early 2019 because of that. While if it involved my vehicle, I don't know. That was what was indicated. There's somebody didn't stop for a bus and there's a crosswalk or some bullshit. I wasn't involved in that. It would be staged lies. So I've been posting on x.com/WADES2ND. Never been with a child, male, or transgender. Never would. I'm not attracted to those groups. Whatever the stage lies, it's a lie. Digitally staged lie or whatever it is, it's a lie. All of it. And anyone claiming any connection to me in the last 5+ years, other than my 83 and 82-year-old parents who live at the Red and White Barn Home within a half mile north of Fairbank here, is lying. Those are the only people I have any connection to. They are not theorists, inventors, bloggers, or poets. They don't have an online presence. My mother used to use Facebook. She hasn't used it in years. My father's never been on a computer. Never been online, never been on a computer. My father, Jerry. There's also a fraud named Jerry around here. My father's not named Al. I don't have any superior figure or anyone connected to me named Al for many, many years. My middle name I've used on my email account before, dating back to the early 2000s to the mid 2010s. I don't use it anymore because I thought it would add a layer of security at that time so people that didn't know me didn't know my real first name. But it, because of surveillance and the lies people tell about me, it didn't end up helping me out. It ended up hurting me because they were able to stage lies around it. Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered. They're going to stage lies when I didn't know about people that were staging lies about my life throughout my life. So It didn't matter what I did. They're always going to stage lies because they're deceivers. It's their character. They are no honor, no integrity, courageousless people. And I was not aware of the staged lies until the last 8 years. I started catching on 10 years ago, or about 2013, 14. But to fully realize what was going on, it took me until, I don't know, 2018, 19. Even I don't even last 3 years is probably the only time I fully realized it, and that's why I've been so angry with PTSD. The injustice of my life, and these people in religion seem to enjoy the injustice of my life. They want me to be in this position. A lot of them, they seem happy about it almost. I'm not. I don't want to live in torture my whole life. I want to have a life. I want to have a girlfriend, possibly get married. I don't know, but I don't want this. Okay? So don't be happy about my life if I'm being tortured. That should be obvious, but if anybody's being tortured and expressing that in their life, don't be happy about it. That doesn't make you happy either. When it seems like people are happy that or content that this is the situation that my life is in, they're religious and they don't ever think, Jesus of Nazareth in the Bible was harassed for 3 years. This has been going on 10 plus years and my whole life of stage lies. You can't even fathom the amount of torture I feel psychologically at times. Being isolated from society as I have been the last 7 years because of it, because of all the stage lies and theft of my life. Wade Allen Heineman, 52 years old, audio only as usual. July 24, 2024, 11:57 p.m. Signing off.